Hello entrepreneurs, a new episode from the Nomad Entrepreneur. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic to digital nomads, entrepreneurs and remote workers. So if you are the one and you are one of these people, make sure to watch this video to the end because I'm going to tell you a lot of information about work from Georgia program. That's a new program that Georgian government announced that will allow entrepreneurs, remote workers and freelancers to come to Georgia and work for up to 1 year legally with a special permit. And you should know that I consider this episode part 2 of the last episode, which was on Wednesday. Make sure to watch it from up there. If you are a European citizen, if you are a residence permit holder of any of the European state countries, you have to watch this video, especially if you are thinking about traveling to Georgia now during the pandemic. If you are not, make sure to watch this video to the end because I'm going to tell you all of what you need to know about work from Georgia program. Hello again, it's me, Hussama Fifi, the founder of the Nomad Entrepreneur Business Consulting. We provide a variety of service and our company is based in Tbilisi, Georgia. We can help you to move your business to Georgia and benefit from the very low tax regime. We can also plan your investment in any of Georgia's markets in general. We do our best to help you achieve your goals and to guarantee a high return on your investment. If you want to know more about our services and what we can do for you, make sure to visit our website nomadentrepreneur.io. With no further to say, let's dive in our topic. Recently, Georgia has announced a new program that targets entrepreneurs, freelancers, and remote workers. This program will allow everyone to stay in Georgia for up to 365 days legally, and you will be allowed to do business, you will be allowed to live in Georgia like a residence permit holder. What are the requirements if you want to benefit from this program? Well, you will be required to provide a statement, a bank statement that shows $2,000 as a monthly income for the last 12 months. Also, you have to get a health insurance that's valid for at least 6 months, and definitely you need to get a clean photo scanned image of your passport. When you collect all of these documents, you have to choose what is the best for you. If you are an entrepreneur, you should provide a document that shows your position in the company, whether a company charter. If you are a partner in this company, if you are the owner, you should provide some document that proves this. Also, you should write information about your role in the company, your position, what actually you do in this company. If you are a director, if you have a work to do in the company, you should write this information. But if you are a remote worker, that you work for someone else, you work for some company, you work for an employer that allows you to work from home, you need to submit 2 documents. If you are a remote worker, you need to submit a confirmation, a letter of confirmation, clarifies that you are an employee for this company, and it should be signed and certified from your employer. Also, you should provide details of your employers, what businesses they do, what is your company name, what is the website, email address, phone number. So this is in case you are a remote worker. What if you are a freelancer? Well, what is written here in these papers which the government of Georgia published and announced, that you should provide contracts of clients for the last 12 months. I know you are telling me now, Hossam, how come I am a freelancer and I have a contract? I do my business, I work in Upwork, in Fiverr, in any other freelancing websites. I don't get contracts from the people. I know, I believe you and I know this. You should tell the Georgian government this. They are probably do not know about freelancing. They just heard that there's something called freelancers and these people making some good money, so let's allow them to enter to Georgia. This is what it is. They don't know what freelancing is. Well, you collected these documents and now you are ready. You choose to be a freelancer, you choose to be a remote worker, you choose to be an entrepreneur. What is next? Well, you have to visit the link in the description and then you need to submit all of these documents in the official website of this program that's provided by the Georgian government. And then wait and wait and wait for 10 days. You have to wait for 10 days until you receive the result, whether you get accepted or rejected. A very important question: who can benefit from this program? The citizens of 95 countries can benefit from this program. I advise especially the citizens of the countries who their passport do not allow them to enter Georgia for more than 30 days, or even those who cannot come to Georgia without a visa, whether e-visa or a visa from any of the Georgian embassies in their countries. So this program for these people, if you can prove that you get $2,000 a month as a monthly salary or income by a bank statement, that program or this program is for you. You can come to Georgia, enter for 365 days, stay legally, work, do business. Then let's move to the second step. You got accepted. Congratulations. Now you will have to come to Georgia. How can you come to Georgia when there is no regular flights that come to Georgia from most of the world? Georgia now has only 5 regular flights that comes from France, Germany, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Well, what is announced by the Georgian government that if you get accepted in this program and you are a citizen of any country of the 95 countries, you can come to Georgia in a regular flight from any of these 5 countries. And it's important to mention that what is announced by the Georgian government that you will be only allowed to enter to Georgia from airports, not land ports. So you cannot come to Georgia from land, you cannot enter to Georgia from Russia or from Turkey. You need to come by airplane to any of the Georgian airports. This is what is announced from the Georgian government. However, one of my customers has arrived to Georgia a couple of days ago and he came to Georgia from Sarbi. It's a land port between Georgia and Turkey. It's on the Turkish border. He came by land and he's one of the people who benefited from this program. So I think they are not strict, the Georgian government are not strict about this rule. So if you cannot come to Georgia from any of the 5 airports or from any of the 5 countries in Europe, whether you need a Schengen visa or whether it's not possible for you to go to any of these 5 countries and then come to Georgia and then come to Georgia by airplane, you might have to try to enter to Georgia from Turkey by land. Also, it's important to mention that there are a couple of charter flights that comes to Georgia from some cities. From Dubai, for example, there are a couple of charter flights, and from other cities around the world. So also you can come to Georgia on these flights. And that's it for today. We have covered all of the topic. Now we have talked about remote worker visa, we have talked about freelancer visa, we have talked about entrepreneur visa. If you are willing to come to Georgia to do business or for business purposes, if you need a hand, we can provide you our service as the Nomad Entrepreneur Business Consulting in Georgia, and we can help you to achieve your goal. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you want to know more information about living or doing business in Georgia, make sure to watch this video up there and take a look in the description. You will find a lot of helpful information regarding this regime, regarding this program, work from Georgia, and you will find also the link where you have to submit all of your documents in the description. If you have any question, if you have anything in mind, make sure to comment below and I will be happy to answer your question. I will be happy to help you with all of the necessary information you need. That's it for today. See you in a new video in Sunday. Remember, I will publish 2 videos a week, one in Sunday and the second in Wednesday. Make sure to watch all of these videos. They are going to be important, and we are going to cover a lot of more topics about business environment in this country, about living in this country, about what is going on in this country right now, because as you might know, there is an election coming on the way, and we will talk about that. So stay tuned and enjoy living and try to benefit from the free time you have. If you got any free time, now is the best time to learn new things. Now is the best time to think, to change your future, to change your life. Have a good day and good luck.